152, or any units on scene to crowd run. Can you advise if fire is needed?
Oh, this is your bag?
It's a BB gun. It's
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She asked for her bag back and it's a gun in it. That's crazy. My name is Leon Spears and I train law enforcement in how to deal with the public.
Hey, pick that water bottle up you just threw.
If y'all want to sell water bottles, that's fine. Stay out of the streets though, because you got it's all over when we're walking. You guys are all y'all. Just stay out of the streets. Just stay out of the streets. That's all I'm asking. I'm telling you right now, they're calling us. I don't want to do something about it, right? Do you need me to? Do you want me to write you a ticket for impeding traffic? You're probably right. I probably should. No.
So I believe the officer is doing community policing. He's saying, hey, just do what you need to do. Just get out of the street and not impede traffic. Really cool behavior, reasonable, and I think that's just wonderful. Okay, let's see how far it takes.
No, you're right.
For him to do that.
You're right. Oh, now you're gonna run. Okay, yeah, that's probably good for you too. Keep it up. Okay. Okay. Have a good day. Have a good day. Okay.
Okay, so ego started getting a little elevated. So he then says, okay, so do you just want me to get out of the car and then write you a ticket? That's not needed. But he thought originally that would have just essentially scared off the kids. But the kids actually called his bluff. And so he gets out of the car, and I don't believe it's going to end well, but let's see.
Well, you're the one that said write you a ticket. Now you don't want. Now you're gonna walk away.
I'm not paying shit, no ticket. I can't even get a ticket. I'm a minor.
Do you really want to have a bet on that?
So I can't get a ticket because I'm a minor. So your age has nothing to do with violating the law. So yes, he could get a ticket, and he is impeding traffic. And so let's see what the officer says to that.
I guarantee. Stay out of the roadway. Stay out of the roadway. All right. You want to deal with it? Out of the road. You too. You're in the road. Come here. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Stop resisting. You're going to get tased. Stop resisting. You're going to get tased. Stop resisting. You're going to get tased. Stop resisting.
I'm not in the wall. I ain't in the wall.
Take his pants off his neck.
Stop. Get back. I'm gonna get tased. Get back. Get back.
Get back. You're going to get tased. Stop resisting.
So the officer's partner was having actually a more difficult time with the other kid, but how they were surveying the scene and then controlling the scene, which is pretty impressive because it seems like there's at least 10 to 12 kids out there. So there are only 2 officers, but they're controlling the scene, which is very good. Drawing his taser is ill-advised because anything could have negligently happened when the taser is unholstered. But I understand his philosophy is to control the scene as fast as possible. But also, he has somebody in cuffs. So now he has to maintain the person that he has in cuffs while then having his other hand on his taser. So he has no free hand to actually control the scene if it gets wild. He would either have to let the kid go that he has cuffed, or he would have to reholster his taser and then deal with another potential person. So drawing the taser was not necessary and not advised, but also take in consideration he has a taser pointed behind the person who is actually cuffed. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Oh, did his taser drop?
Get back. Get back. Get out of the road. Get out of the road. Get out of the road. Out of the roadway. Get out of the road. You want to get arrested too? Get out of the roadway. Get moving. Get out of the roadway. Get moving. Go. Out of the roadway. Let's go. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your
Put your hands behind your back.
So I don't know. I'm assuming that his partner is the one who called for an additional backup, but there are more kids than originally thought. They need to survey the scene and then control the scene because it really started getting out of hand. But again, impressive that 2 officers are doing so well because it really could have gotten very bad. But again, they need to take charge of the scene, shut down the road. All these vehicles are still moving on the street as well, so anybody could be hit. Impressive that they were handling what they were handling just for themselves, but they could have shut it down even more. And so it escalated, yes, because the kid didn't follow direction, but they should have just controlled the scene prior to then escalating it because of ego. But impressive.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. You're going to get tased. Stop resisting.
Do you want me to go ahead and cancel the assistance?
What is you detaining me for?
Now you can see the officer that's struggling, his partner is struggling, putting his hand in a position where it actually could be cuffed. But you can see kids walking around even behind the officer. His firearm is being exposed. That's why you want to take control of the scene. Anybody could come up behind the officer right now, either attack him, attempt to take his firearm. So you want to control the scene as best as possible. There are other officers that have just responded, which is good, and then they're trying to hold back the crowd, but it can get very dangerous very quickly. So again, when you're actually about to cuff someone, you have to just make that decision. I'm going to cuff this person. I'm going to detain him. And once you make that decision, you need to react quickly on that. You don't have a conversation after you make that decision. And so I don't know why it's taken this long to cuff this child, but hopefully we'll see what happens in the very next couple scenes.
What is you detaining me for? What is you detaining me for? What is you detaining me for?
Okay, just like that, cuff.
Detaining me for nothing. What is you detaining me for? What is you detaining me for? Get off.
Relax.
Fuck is I'm in handcuffs for? None of that. On mamas, get off of me.
Relax.
Why is I'm detained for? Why is
I gave you a lawful order.
Why is I
I
being
told you to
detained?
come here. You guys want to play games? This is what happens.
Why is I being detained?
I'm gonna hit record on the.
Why is I being detained? Huh? Why is I being detained? What we do? What we do? What we do? We do shit.
Investigation.
And what investigate? What we do investigate?
Get out of the road. Get out of the roadway.
It's not my bag. I need my bag.
I do it. You're like, hold on, like, what's up? What I do? What I do? I need out. What I do?
He got my bag. I need my bag.
4152, are any units on scene to crowd run? Can you advise if fire is needed?
Oh, this is your bag?
It's a BB gun. It's
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She asked for her bag back and it's a gun in it. That's crazy. Like, walk away. There are 20 officers and you have a gun. Who cares about the gun? Oh my goodness. Crazy.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
She needs to go straight to jail.
You gotta.
That is crazy.
Bro, get off of me, bro.
I'm gonna tell you one time. Do not resist.
There's a mute in the bag. I don't think we do. There's no use of force being used. Other than.
I give the officer credit. She asked about the bag. He actually did not even have to entertain her. And so he could just ignored her. He didn't. He then said, okay, she's asking about a bag. Maybe let me find out where the bag is. But without just blindly giving her back the bag, he actually looks in the bag and finds a gun. Just crazy.
Cancel fire. I copy. Canceling fire. Starting fire.
Good? Yeah. Hold on to her. We got a full car here. Hold on. Hey, Lane, you want to go over there with Cress? Stupid. Who rolls around with it? How old are you?
It's a BB gun.
Why would you roll around with that? Why?
It was in the bag. We just selling waters, bro.
God, that's my bag.
I got you.
Crazy.
Man. So think about what just happened. He finds a gun, she claiming it's a BB gun, but no officer in their professional careers would ever think that that's a BB gun. It looks like a Glock 19, and there's no orange tip. It looks like an active, regulated firearm, and so I mean that's absolutely crazy. Man, it's the life of a police officer. They have difficult jobs.
Okay. We got two that refuse to get out of the road, so it's going to be obstruction. It's a BB gun. It looks real. Huh? Yeah, figure out her information.
Y'all taking everybody in, huh?
That's what he was trying to get off his man.
Yeah.
That came from the man bag?
Yeah, it's a BB gun.
Okay, that's
Stupid.
he's still trying to get that off.
Ma'am, you can step back to the sidewalk until we're done recording.
Get out of traffic!
Step off to the side!
Spread your legs.
You ain't nuts on my legs. My legs.
Oh, y'all clowning. Yeah, I ain't got nothing on me. Check me, I ain't got nothing on me.
We're gonna get there. You know your social?
Social
Security number?
Nah.
Okay. What's your first name?
Not only do police officers have difficult jobs, but kids need mentorship. These decisions as children affect them when they're adults. And mentorship could have a positive impact on the futures of children. And so it started from selling water. I don't know the bylaws in Ohio, but I'll give you one example. In DC, there's a moratorium on vendors. And so there are hefty fines, like $2,000 if you want to try to sell water on the National Mall in DC. And so the DCRA, the regulatory agency in DC, will come down and make sure that people aren't just, side hustling and selling water. And because people that paid for official licenses to sell products down on the mall, the National Mall, there are licenses for that. There's a process for that. But you're breaking the law. And not only are you breaking the law, you could be fined. Well, I don't know the regs for Ohio, but just think about that. The officer said, hey, I don't even care. Just sell your water, but just don't be in the street. And if they had just had a cooler head to say, okay, fine, he's cool, or I've seen him before, he's cutting us a break. Nobody would be arrested. Nobody would be going to jail. Just have a cool head and think about the decisions that could negatively affect your future.